Hello, everyone. Here I'm with Devesh, one of my clients who have been working with me for almost 4 months now, and who has lost 25 pounds to date. How you doing, Devesh?
I'm great. I'm great. Lost 25 pounds. It can't be any better.
We still have a few more to go and really working on building muscle. But what was your life like before joining the program?
Yeah, so before joining the program, I've worked out in the past, but it's always been like a bit of a yo-yo where I make some progress. I'll take one step forward, but then I'll take two steps back. And that was kind of sort of how I felt on my fitness journey for the last maybe 4 or 5 years since I started like looking after my body and working out. Um, so that's kind of how I felt, just that, I would always make some progress, but then I would always kind of, move back. And I was kind of sick and tired of that cycle, which is why I reached out in the end. Yeah.
So that was my next question. Why did you decide to reach out to me specifically?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because I've just first off, because as I mentioned, I was kind of sick and tired of that cycle of you make some progress and you move back. But also, like I'd seen the impact that you've had in your previous clients' lives as well, and sort of the results that you've given them, and just sort of being around you as well. Just saw the amount of knowledge that you had in the space, and I was like, yeah, I trust this guy completely, and you know what, let's go ahead and do it, and yeah, no regrets at all.
Okay, awesome, man. I'm happy you signed up and the transformation has been amazing so far. This might be a weird question, but what almost stopped you from joining the program?
I think it's more around your own self-limiting beliefs that this is just how your body's going to look like, and there's nothing you can do about it. So no matter how much you hire a coach, you pay them money, or you whatever you do in the end, it's not going to change. So as an example, I would class myself as skinny fat. So I always just felt like this is just like how my body is. This is how my genetics are. I'm never going to be able to, get lean muscular as such. And I think that was probably the biggest reason why I was a bit hesitant to sign up. That okay, I will sign up, but will this actually work or not? Um, but yeah, it's more like you have this sort of view of yourself as someone, and as a result, you don't want to, kind of break that view of yourself. So that was probably the main reason why I probably wouldn't want to sign up.
What do you love about the workouts and the nutrition in the program?
For the workouts, I personally like. I've actually started to fall in love with the weight training aspect. It's not like I actually look forward to the gym. Most of the exercises, there's some exercises that of course, I'm the biggest fan of. Um, but yeah, like kind of falling in love with the process of going to the gym and using it as like a de-stressor. That's been like, from the workout perspective, it's been great. From the nutrition perspective, kind of, the idea of that, you don't have to like only eat salads and like completely remove every single thing from your diet. If you can fit it into your macros, then that's fine. So like I have a bit of a sugary tooth, so instead of, for example, having a cupcake, have a protein bar instead. Or because I'm vegetarian, being a bit more careful around that protein intake, using a protein shake as an example or whatever. So just like kind of tailoring it to what specifically I was looking for. That was the best part about the program. Um, and also like, yeah, just sort of um, like falling in love with that process of working on your nutrition, working on your workout as well.
With all that, what kind of results have you got besides losing the 25 pounds?
Yeah, it's a couple of different things. So physically, of course, when I look at myself in the mirror, like before I used to hate taking off my shirt. Now I'm like way more confident taking off my shirt. Another thing was like my legs. So like genetically, like I'm genetically, like I just have bigger legs, so my bodies look a bit uneven because I had a smaller upper body and like a larger larger legs. And now my body, when I look at it just in the mirror, like straight, when I'm wearing like something tight, like it looks a lot more symmetrical. It doesn't look as off as before. So yeah, just a lot more happy from a physical perspective, but also from a mental perspective. It's really important, like especially when we work with nutrition. Like I realized that there were so many foods that I was eating, especially like heavy carbs, like pasta or whatever in the afternoons, where I would always have an afternoon crash. And I probably haven't had an afternoon crash unless I've had a cheat meal. I probably haven't had an afternoon crash in maybe the last like 3 months or something, which means that I'm way more productive as well. That's really important to me, to be productive at work, and not like, waste a couple of hours in the afternoon because you have a heavy like crash after food. Um, so physically, yeah, that's been great, but also from like a mental perspective, a lot more clearer and a lot more productive because I'm not fluctuating with what I'm eating on a day-to-day basis a lot more.
And what would you say was the biggest value you didn't expect to get?
I'd say probably the biggest value was, you know, uh, I didn't realize the importance that sort of food had in your life, and my relationship with food was always quite it was not the best relationship possible. And I always used to feel that, as a vegetarian, you can't get strong, or you can't, like, this is not possible. But that was probably one of the most surprising things, like being able to fall in love with eating healthy and eating clean. Mostly, I didn't expect myself as someone that would, like, um, kind of do that as such. But kind of having you be there on my side and kind of pushing me, that was a opener, like an eye opener for sure.
And was the investment worth it for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you need to invest. Like, I personally believe that, you can spend 5 or 6 years of your life going down at your own routes and trying to figure it out and looking at online, like, videos or whatever, or you can hire someone that will, like, dedicatedly push you, and, like, be there by your side, that you can ask for questions, and that just speeds up the process so much more. And then in the end, you only get one body in this lifetime. I wish you got like 5 different bodies that you could exchange in this lifetime, but you don't. You get this one body. Um, so yeah, like, that's what I would say. Um, and yeah, I mean, like, I come from a line of, like, family health issues from both my mom and dad's side. So I don't want to be at the age of like 60, 70, or like the age of like 50, obese, and not being able to, like, even run, or be able to jog, or be able to bike, or do like these small things that I want to do with my, hopefully, like, my future kids and grandkids. So this is like more of like a long-term lifestyle shift, and to pay whatever we paid for this program, like, you can't put a price tag on that. You can't put a price tag on that for sure.
Who would you recommend this program to?
Yeah, to anyone that's tried to work out in the past, or tried to diet or whatever, and has not seen results, or has seen results that are up and down. If you really want to cut that cycle for yourself, the results that I've seen in 4 months is not what I've seen for, like, my entire life, basically. So that's one type of person I would recommend it to. Also, if you're at the start of your fitness journey, instead of spending 4 or 5 years, let's say you're 24 right now and you're starting a fitness journey, instead of spending till 29, 30 trying to figure it out, you make a little bit of progress, you a little bit of don't, hiring someone like Amir can really cut that learning cycle out, and yeah, like, get you on your fitness journey a lot more faster. So yeah, those are the two type of people that I would say definitely would be great for the program.